Final preparations underway for the 4th of July celebrations down on the National Mall. Local and federal law enforcement officials say they will be staffed to handle all the Independence Day events, including President Trump's salute to America. The president's events down at the Lincoln Memorial will feature military bands, military flyover, tanks, fireworks, and the president's address, which his staff says will not be political. Critics don't see it that way. They say the president has taken over what has been traditionally a non-political holiday. The finishing touches are being put into place along the National Mall for President Trump's salute to America. The president tweeted, "The Pentagon and our great American leaders are thrilled to be doing this and showing to the American people, among other things, the strongest and most advanced military anywhere in the world, incredible flyovers, and the biggest ever fireworks."
It'll be special, and I hope a lot of people come.
But the Independence Day celebration is already sparking fireworks in the nation's capital.
He's politicized the 4th of July before he opens his mouth.
D.C.'s congressional delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton raised questions about the display of military tanks on the National Mall. Those tanks arrived in D.C. on Tuesday. They'll be transported through the city on trucks.
When we chased his tanks at Veterans Day off of Pennsylvania Avenue because the Pentagon indicated it cost a fortune, now he wants to put tanks and heavy machinery on the mall. Now, Bruce, perhaps you remember, we spent millions of dollars trying to fix up that
Repairing
mall.
the mall, yeah.
Bad to worse can't happen.
Thematically, how wonderful this country is, our troops and military, our great democracy, and great call to patriotism.
The National Park Service says hundreds of thousands of visitors are expected in the city on the 4th.
Certainly going to be more expensive than previous years. Anytime you get a presidential visit, there are inherent security costs.
The full cost of the festivities won't be known until it's all over. Protesters have vowed to have a presence down on the mall during the president's salute to America. That includes the group Code Pink, who has a permit to show off the baby Trump balloon near the Washington Monument until 9 o'clock on the 4th of July.